Hi, everyone. This week's episode of Meet the Player, we've been joined with, he's calling himself Big G on the chat, but we've got Glenn Eales. Glenn joined us for the first time this year with the Griffins. Yeah, has a unique sporting background that'll be interesting to talk to about. So welcome, Glenn. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, to kick things off, can you tell us who you are and what you do outside the Griffins?
Yeah, I'm Glenn Eales, married, 2 little kids, and I'm a underground coal mine fitter
You're good.
up in the Hunter Valley,
Up in the Hunter Valley? Which pit are you at, mate?
Malabar.
Open cut or you underground?
Underground, yeah.
So I had a hand to play in the answer to this question, but how'd you end up joining the club?
Funny story, that one. I was on the back end of my last gridiron game this year and was approached by a bloke with a cold Great Northern can and said, "Do you want to come play rugby?" You can't really say no to a bloke that's got a can in his hands. Here we are.
I think how many did we get? We got,
There's 2 and then another fella from the Marauders, I believe.
yeah. So the ironic thing was the local gridiron team play at Danker Park like we do. And we decided it'd be a good idea when we were recruiting players to go in their last season and come and watch them and have a carton of beer ready. And they all get changed on the sideline. So Potty and I said, okay, well, Potty go to one sideline, I go to the other sideline and introduce ourselves and give everyone a can and tell them rugby's about to start. So it was a
Okay,
stroke
right.
of genius. All 3 years of guns, right?
You're right for blokes that wear pads.
Exactly. So we'll talk more about gridiron as we go on, but what were your first impressions when you came down?
To the club.
Yeah.
It would have been the fact that the club's undergoing a rebuild, just
Yeah.
the passion that's on display from the guys that have been there, like yourself and Potty, just the amount of passion that he's had for the club. And I immediately wanted to be a part of it. And I think I speak for a few of the boys that we wanted to be a part of the rebuild and be part of something pretty special.
So you half answered this already, but what sort of sport have you played before joining the rugby club?
22 years of rugby league and the last season spent in gridiron. Obviously, that's where you found me.
Yeah. Did you do much junior sport?
Yeah. Played junior rugby league from under 5s right through under 6s, all the way through to New South Wales Cup and Newcastle Rugby League and the Tuies Cup. And yeah,
Really? What clubs did you play for?
Macquarie and Lakes United.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What about New South Wales?
Centurions. Had a few games there and obviously didn't work out too well.
Good pedigree though.
Yeah. I think so.
Explains a lot because for the people listening, Glenn is one of our hitmen on the team, like can pull off a tackle like nobody else. So we got Glenn. You actually, so far you've had a go at the centres and you're pretty keen on some of the forward positions now too, aren't you? You had a bit of a stint there.
Wherever I get the ball, mate, and do a job.
Yeah. I'm talking him into flanker or second row, but I'm working on him. So what surprised you most about getting started? And maybe, I mean, you're a leaguey, so the sports are probably, 70% overlapped, I think. But
yeah, there was just a couple of little things there that sort of needed to iron out just with the rucks and line outs. And once you sort of get that concept and work out what's going on and realise that it is organised chaos, like looks pretty chaotic from the outside looking in, but once you get involved in it and work out what's going on, it starts coming naturally.
A few of the guys have talked about how like strategic they found it, even though it looks really chaotic on TV. When you watch
absolutely. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Yeah,
very
much.
And what would you say? Like, what are some of the similarities between gridiron and rugby that you've found so far?
Strategy, because gridiron obviously has a lot of strategy involved as well.
Yeah.
They're probably just the run the ball straight and hard. That definitely overlaps.
Finding space, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Try and find a big hole or move whoever's in front of you.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, they're different tactics how you do it, but it's all creating space, isn't it? You know, both sports. So what would you say is the biggest challenge or the funniest learning moment so far?
Yeah, probably just different, trying to implement the skill set into a different game. So yeah, like I said, with the ruck and line outs and just positional plays and stuff like that. That was probably just, it took a little bit to get used to, but I think we've nailed it now.
I think, I was thinking about it when you guys come along and like with league, you can run isolated. You got to have your dummy half somewhere within 10 metres of you where you get tackled so they can take the ball on. I think in gridiron, you run with blockers, right? A lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But it's a lot like running in a pod, right? Like if you
so
run
those skills really come over. They helped a lot.
So just a little bit about our club culture for people looking from the outside in. How would you describe the Griffins so far in 3 words?
Passionate, energetic, and hungry.
What makes the club different from other clubs you've been involved with so far? Is there anything unique about it?
Yeah, just the brotherhood and culture that's just derived from nothing. Like from 5, 6 weeks ago, like just a bunch of dudes that didn't know each other and all different walks of life and have just come together and created a football team that you're going to go to war for your mates next year. Like it's pretty amazing that within 5 weeks we've created this.
Yeah, unreal. Who would you say has had the biggest impact so far in helping you settle in?
Probably yourself and Potty, absolutely.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, the one-on-one mentoring and the coaching and patience.
Yeah.
Definitely been a really big help.
Yeah. We had a large cohort of people that hadn't played before. So it's made it easier from a coaching perspective just to go build those skills up from scratch for everybody that started on board. So it's one thing I'd say to people watching, if you have always wanted to play rugby and you just wanted to scratch the itch or whatever, it's a good club to start at, particularly this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, strongly agree.
What's been your favourite thing so far about being part of the club?
Boat races.
And you picked up players points.
Yep.
Was it the last time we played or the time before?
I think it was last time before we got washed out.
Had a hell of a
Yeah.
game.
Thank you.
And did you jump on the boat race? I can't remember if we won the boat race after the game or not.
Just missed out.
We missed out, did we?
Yeah, just.
Everyone wins though. That's the thing. You skull it for a bit. So
we'll get them next week.
Yeah. Cool. We've got rapid fire questions to ask you.
Yep.
Now one of them I'm going to remove because I keep getting stitched up in the answers. So don't overthink these, mate. These are just the first thing that comes to mind when we ask. So we're going to go through them pretty quick. Early bird or always late?
Well, I'm always late.
Always late. Coffee or energy drink?
Energy drink all day.
Energy drink. Favorite post-game feed?
Macca's, double quarter pounder meal.
Yeah. Worst training drill?
Coatings.
Favorite training drill?
Anything involved in ball work.
Yeah. Biggest sook at training? Have you noticed anyone being a bit of a sook?
Yeah, JC.
JC?
Yeah.
Worst dressed at the club?
Probably JC again.
Yeah. He's come up in that answer a few times. Particularly having Elastoplast stuck to his head.
Yeah, absolutely. That photo will haunt you forever.
Yeah. Most likely to one day become club president?
Yourself?
Yeah, maybe. But I'd have to take Potty off the throne.
Run a straight challenge.
I'm running against you, Potty, next year. Forget it. Most likely to accidentally break club equipment?
Probably me. Bit clumsy.
So if the team was on a stranded island, who would survive the longest?
Probably TJ.
Yeah? What do you reckon TJ last the longest?
Just good. You got that survivalist about him. He's a little hard little dude. Seen him take some pretty big hits.
Yeah.
I think he'd be all right.
He's going to get interviewed later, but he's been a revelation. So people listening, he was a soccer player. He's never played league or union to my knowledge ever. And he found our club on a poster in a kebab shop in Mayfield. And we put him at fullback, and if there's a 3-man overlap, he'll tackle all 3 blokes. He's just incredible. So on our desert island question, who gets eaten first?
Probably going to have to be one of the big boys.
Yeah.
Definitely. One of them big front rowers.
Somebody said you would survive the longest on a desert island.
Yeah.
When I've done these interviews, they said I wouldn't mess with him. That's a fair call.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah. You got the hard man reputation already. Well deserved.
Wrong with that.
Exactly. So finally, recruitment question. So say you're somebody sort of sitting on the fence thinking about joining or thinking about not joining, what would you say to them?
Get involved. Jump the fence, don't sit on it. Get involved. It's the best club you could possibly start your rugby career out in. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think you've answered this, but why should they choose the Griffins?
Club culture. Number one. It's the best club culture I've ever been a part of, and I've had a pretty long wind of clubs that I've been involved in my career, and it's have to be the best one I've been involved in.
That's unreal. All right, Glenn, thanks very much, mate. It was good to learn a little bit more about you and get some of those questions out. And we love having you here. You picked up the game so easily, and I sort of understand why now with your pedigree in league. Yeah, mate, you've been a great bloke to have around the club, and hope to have you for many more years to come.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, mate. Thanks very much. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you on the next episode.